Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Madam Secretary, for being here. You know, we have way too many acronyms in Washington. It's just they've gone wild. We need to get a select committee to deal with them. Because every time I think GTOs, I think about my first car out of college, a green GTO with a green vinyl top. Mr. Williams probably can speak to that, being an auto dealer. Has nothing to do with the purpose of this hearing. I just wanted to say it because I missed my car. But I do want to talk about GTOs, however, and because I'm concerned for a variety of reasons. How, and maybe FinCEN has to answer these questions, but how were the covered areas selected for the implementation of the $300,000 threshold for cash payments? Was there something about the 14 areas from the District of Columbia to Miami-Dade, Broward, or Palm Beach, and Palm Beach? I mean, how did we come to those areas?
I'm sorry, you're talking
for the
about
geographic target areas.
For what? Target areas for what?
For FinCEN's
FinCEN?
Yes. We're talking about real estate purchases.
For real estate purchases, they've proposed a rule on real estate purchases that would enable us to have better insight into areas where there may be illicit finance. We think that's an area that is being used to channel illicit funds.
I agree, but I'm trying to find out why the areas that have been selected were selected. There are 14 areas where.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about geographic targeting orders. Yeah. I don't know. There were, I think, 14 areas that were selected, and I need to get back to you with the logic of why those areas were selected.
Well, and I'm maybe even more concerned about the areas that were not selected, because it seems to me that if we, if we're dealing with these 14 areas, if I were a bad actor, I just simply move to another. I'd target another area.
So they have proposed a broader real estate rule that would go beyond those geographic. Yes.
Thank you very much. The other question about that is in 2021, FinCEN put forward an advance notice of a proposed rule to consider how best to focus its regulatory attention on residential and commercial real estate transactions. If you have that information, I'm interested in the timeline for the rulemaking and whether Treasury is going to address both residential and commercial real estate sectors in the same rule.
FinCEN is very actively working on those rules, trying to get them out to make the database available. And I can't give you exact timing on it, but it is a very high priority item for FinCEN.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Thank you for being here today.